Hi everyone, this is the Communist Gamer, and I've been putting off this first video for quite some time, and now I'm going to use my first video to talk about something that will no doubt make at least half of the 5 people who watch this video over the course of the next month very angry. And this is about hatred, and the fact that hatred was pulled from Steam. And for those of you who don't know, Hatred is an isometric shooter, the premise of which was the main character has decided that humanity is beyond saving and we need to pay for our sins or what have you, and so he's going to take it into his own hands to kill as many people as he can to show humanity what's up, try to save us or make us pay for our sins. And incredibly violent, incredibly gory, just over the top. If you want some more information, I'll put the trailer and whatever else I can find down there in the comments if you care to dig around more for information on the game. But the real issue here is the thing that's kind of been going around, because it's kind of really got under my skin, when people were calling this censorship. And this is the same kind of thing that happened with Target in Australia and Grand Theft Auto 5 when they pulled GTA 5 from the shelves recently. And people say it's censorship, but it's not. All it is not refusing to stock a product for whatever reason. In this case, it happens to be video games. But the problem is that, one, you wouldn't say that if Walmart were to stop selling Converse Chuck Taylors because Nike, who owns the brand, uses sweatshop labor. No one would say Walmart is censoring Nike or censoring Chuck Taylors. It's just not something anyone would say. That sounds ridiculous. And rightfully so. Nor would anyone say that when I go to Walmart and find that I can't buy anti-Semitic music, no one's saying, oh, well, Walmart's censoring anti-Semitic music. No, that people would look at Walmart funny and what the hell are you guys doing if they did that? It's just not something that they want to deal with. It's not something that they want to stock or sell. That's not censorship. I can still go to some website and find it, I'm certain. If I had a mind to, I could. But it's not censorship. Censorship is when you can't get it anymore. If the U.S. government came out and told the creators of Hatred that you guys can't make the game anymore, and it's not going to be sold, it's not allowed, period, that's censorship. Because the creators of Hatred are still allowed to make the game, they're still allowed to distribute the game, they're still allowed to sell the game, they're still allowed to do all of these things. Steam just said, not here. That's not censorship any more than not letting me buy pornography at Walmart is censorship. That's just a company deciding not to sell a product. And I understand that free speech is important and censorship is a big deal, and that video games as a medium are still wrestling with the problem of people not understanding what's going on and thinking that video games that are violent make people do violent things and things like that, even though there's mountains of evidence to the contrary. We still have to deal with these kinds of things as an industry and as a medium and as a community, but this is not a place to take that fight, because it's just not the correct arena, because it's not censorship. If, again, the U.S. government said to the creators of Hatred, you're done. You are not allowed to create, sell, lend, borrow, whatever with Hatred, that's censorship. Not Steam deciding to not sell a product. And that goes for anything. It's just them not selling a product, and the motivations behind it don't make it censorship. Because maybe Walmart doesn't sell pornography because there's not enough of a market somehow at Walmart for pornography. Or maybe they don't sell it because they don't want to get tangled up and have people say, why are you guys selling pornography? Either way, it's not censorship. All it is we're not selling that product. And even if folks at Valve, which I think, and I think this is highly unlikely, actually think and buy into the idea that violence in video games can translate to violence in someone's actual life, it's still not censorship. Just because they think that, and that's the reason why they decide to pull hatred off of Steam, doesn't mean it's censorship. That's just their reason for not selling a product. So I think this is something that we need to not be harping on about. It's not productive, and it makes people think that censorship is something that it's not. And you can't deal with censorship if you think that everything that isn't censorship simply isn't. So it's something that we kind of need to, let's tone it back, and let's deal with censorship where there really is censorship. And I mean, U.S. has pretty good free speech laws, obviously, so we're not going to be wrestling with that very much unless we're trying to convince someone, no, don't be silly. Violence in video games doesn't cause violence in someone's personal or real life. That just isn't the case. But this isn't censorship, so let's batten down the hatches in case we ever have to deal with censorship, or let's get ready and be able to deal with specific instances where people try to censor things like violence in video games and things like that. So let's get over this and try to deal with actual censorship rather than trying to chalk something up to censorship when it just isn't that. So that's all there really is to say on the subject, and I've gone on for a little longer than I had originally intended, but it is what it is. So go ahead and like, subscribe, and all those things, and I will try my darndest to get more videos and more content out, and I will not do anything this heavy and unpleasant for at least a little while. So I don't have a closer because this is my first video, and I am not that well prepared because it was very spur of the moment, but thank you all, and I hope you will continue to watch my videos as I create more. So thank you very much, and have a wonderful